And a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance, I will find my way. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I can go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. Down an unknown road to embrace my fate. Though that road may wander, it will lead me to you. And 1,000 years will be worth the wait. It might take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance, I will find my way. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. He doesn't have a problem with drugs, he just doesn't get them. He's fine that his mates have tattoos, but he thinks they'll regret them. He likes going to pubs, but he hates it when the music's too loud. He tends not to go to rock concerts because he can't stand the crowd. And all he's ever wanted to be is a rock star on Rage or MTV. But he knows that's not fucking likely. Now he's 18, he knows that he will always be a rock and roll nerd. He'll keep writing songs the world will never hear, and though they won't be heard, he'll just keep writing. Oh yeah, but you see the problem is, he always dreamt he'd be a star, but he learned piano instead of guitar, which in the 90s didn't get you very far. So while the other kids were learning Stairway, he was the piano to their forte. But he was convinced someday he'd rock their fucking arses, or be an icon for the disenfranchised masses, or grow his hair long and rebel against the state. But for now that'll have to wait, cause he's running late for his morning classes, and he will always be a rock and roll nerd. He'll keep playing songs that no one knows about, and though it sounds absurd, he'll just keep playing. Oh yeah, but you see the problem is, there's not much depth in what he's singing. He's a victim of his upper middle class upbringing. So he can't write about the hood or bling bling. So he sits and imagines his girlfriend's dead, to try and evoke some angst in his middle class head. But the bitch is always fine at 9:30 when they go to bed. He hasn't spent a single night in prison. He has no issues with nutrition. He has no drinking problem and no drug addiction, unless you count the drugs they put in chicken. And marijuana always tends to make him cough. He doesn't look good with his t-shirt off, and when he tries to act tough, you can tell he's tricking. While his mates all go out late, popping pills and having fun, he stays at home and showers and gets a good 8 hours. He gets his thrills from his morning run, and while his mates all go on dates, taking speed and drinking cans of Jim Beam, he stays at home and cooks and curls up with a book with a girl that he's had since he was 17. He's never really been part of that scene. Given Guns and Roses, he'll say Queen. He's more into Beatles than the Stones. He's more into Stevie Wonder than Ramones. He's never owned a panel van. He's never shot a Lady Gaga fan. He doesn't know the difference between metal and thrash. He couldn't say nothing about Axl and Slash. He likes Ben Folds and the Jackson 5. He knows all the words to Stay Alive. And although he wants to be all grungy and cool, he spent 11 years in a private school. Doesn't doesn't matter how hard he tries, he cannot hide behind his rock and roll eyes. Cause you've either got it or you don't. Yeah, you've either got it or you don't. He knows that his music lacks depth, but it just can't be helped. He has nothing interesting to say, so he writes about himself. But he doesn't want to seem self-obsessed, so he writes in third person in an attempt to seem more rock and roll, but he suspects it's not working. And deep in his heart he grieves. He will never be Plan B, Lady Gaga or C16. And even if he was quite pretty, with small pants like Kylie Minogue, he knows that he will always be a rock and roller. He'll keep playing songs the world will never hear, and though it sounds absurd, he'll just keep writing. Oh yeah, you can criticize him and he won't care, cause he wants to rock and he will never be deterred. Cause he'll always be a fucked up little try-hard wannabe rock and roll nerd. A little fucked up wannabe rock and roll